Okay, going live
It's
again.
back on.
Let's try that again. Part two. Deux. We got kicked out of live. I don't know why, but let's try that again. It does. The icon of live is there again. And let me get the pop-out chat again, and hopefully we'll get the people back in here.
People still in the other one.
Do you still have the other chat open? Tell them to.
Yeah, they're in the other one.
Tell them to. I started a new one.
Yeah, they're back. They're coming in here.
Chat
Now.
disabled for live stream. It says. I don't know what's going on, Frank.
You're back.
Sean's here.
No, they're there. They're in the chat. I can see them.
There's Sean
Kevin's there. Let's
DSBRC
is there. Bill's there.
Cool. Hey guys, how you
Sean,
doing? So when I go to my YouTube, I have home, but not all the time I go to subscription to see who I'm subscribed to. So right now I have iSpike, Neo Tiger, Night Train. Those are red. Those are live right now. I get them. If I go to subscription,
that won't come up.
They should come up here.
They don't come up on your homepage subscription.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah, they used to. Last week they were.
Yeah. No, they don't come up on mine anymore. So I don't know what YouTube's done here. On the left-hand side, you can see they're all live. Yeah, they're all live down there.
Might have to do something with sorting.
Yeah, it's not letting me even select the live stream right here. We're stopped like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm a subscribed to Ilya 1967.
I don't know what's going on for you.
It's YouTube. YouTube's changing everything because they're going to be changing their homepage soon. It's coming up to the end of March now.
Oh, we have the guy that I hate to love that just joined us also, Sean from DGI SPC. I really like him, but right now I hate him.
Isn't he a Quebecan? Isn't he the Quebec
I'm pissed
guy?
off at him because they closed the store, so I can't get my stuff. I receive an email from them saying your stuff is in. Great news, your stuff is in. Yeah, but the friggin' store is closed. I can't get my stuff.
I heard that.
I'm sorry, Frank. That's upsetting.
Go back and edit that.
We need a beep button.
Yeah, I need a beep button. That's why I almost said the complete word, but I didn't.
Yeah,
I noticed that, Frank. You lost it there.
I almost lost it, yeah.
You usually stole
it. Hey, Frank, for some reason, I keep on trying to reload my YouTube, and it's not even showing a new link for this open mic.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't show up.
Keeps on going back to the one you started, and it keeps on saying disable live stream chat.
Huh. Let me see.
Holy crap.
Your channel.
It's all up the crap, mate. Viruses have hit the internet.
Crap.
Maybe because I
now it's got
opened it up.
A coronavirus for the computer.
Hello. Oh, no, it's working for me.
I see you live in front of your face.
How you doing, Sean?
You working for me?
Hey,
Sean.
Yeah, I think it's
in front of your face.
It says stream 6 minutes ago for me for some dumb reason, but I don't know what the hell's going on.
It must be in the buffer when you reload it or whatever. Did close that window, I guess, and reload another one. I opened up a new tab and tried it. I didn't do it from the same tab.
All right.
Yes, we are back.
They just closed the browser down.
YouTube burped, kicked me out of the stream, and I had to restart it. So sorry about that.
Flatulated.
Too bad because it was funny. The start of it was very funny.
It flatulated, Frank.
Yeah. Let me go to YouTube Studio and actually delete that 6-minute one.
Did you restart another one?
Yeah. Yeah, the other one started about 6 minutes and then it kicked me out. And then I just restarted with the same title.
Okay.
Your system should be harder to knock off because it's much quicker and faster.
Something burped. live now.
No, the live stream's up.
It says live on YouTube, but you don't see anybody in the room.
Yeah, the other one is only 2 minutes long.
Yeah.
If you go to the second one you just started, yeah, everybody's there.
I'm talking to
Alright.
people in there. I'm talking in the chat.
So
There-
I'm gonna
there
put
it
that
is.
one on private and save it. Like that, it shouldn't appear anymore. There we
So
go.
whack.
There we go.
It's all whack, mate.
So Sean, did you hear me all say about the things why I'm mad that you're at you?
No, not yet.
Oh. While you were logging on, I was saying I love you, but I hate you right now.
Why
Because
do you
you-
hate me?
Because you closed down my store.
I didn't close down the store. Quebec. I mean, Ontario government did.
Yeah,
I'm out of a job right now.
And also I keep receiving email telling me, great news, your stuff is in. Come pick it up. I can't. I can't. I
I
need my
know
bag.
we're receiving the stuff right now. Tyler's there and receiving, but the rest of us, unfortunately, we're out of a job.
So should I go knock on the back door and like do like a drug deal or something like that and just like
Yeah. Don't get caught.
yeah, not get caught? It's like sneaking it under the door.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, a lot of hobby stores in the States are actually doing a door handout at the door. So the client actually comes out and gives the stuff to the client.
Actually, we did thought about that before taking the decision of closing up the shop completely. We were gonna do basically, I don't remember how you call it, but grab at the door or something like that.
Okay.
And we started looking at the fines because physically you can say we're in lockdown. We're not supposed to be on the street, things like that. And now we're gonna make people come to the door, things like that.
Yes.
Look at the fines, and they're extremely harsh.
Did you guys look at what the list was for a necessity? What was required to be a necessity store to be open?
Yes, we did. And basically, we're not part of the list. We're not essential stores.
Okay. The company I work for is, so our company is still open, but they are open, but with a skeleton crew at the office. There's only a guy there for receiving, a girl in administration. All the sales guys are at home. Me as a designer, I am at home. I got my own computer set up here and everything like that. I am VPN to the office, but we're open, but we're kind of spread apart. So
Yeah, we do have technically three stores. PI and Edmonton and the warehouse are still functional. We do ship out. If you do need something, you can go on greathobbies.com, order it. It'll be shipped to your place. Besides that, the rest of the stores are just shut down. Even myself personally, I do own my own company of cleaning. I'm essentials because I have banks. I'm still working for that place at least until they get compromised and they shut down.
okay. I'm going to text you a message later. I am going to go to the office tomorrow to pick up some stuff. And I want to know if I can somehow pay for my stuff via credit card, and actually somebody does bring it to me into my car from the street or from the store.
I can't make any promises, but I can see what I can do.
Yeah, we didn't talk about that, and it is not live. It is not recorded. We're not trying to break the law or anything, but we'll talk offline.
Yeah, no problem.
Well, I went and picked up stuff at my hobby store, so I'm back.
Yeah, but your Great Hobby should be store also close also.
Yeah, that one is, but the other two aren't.
They didn't close yet. They were supposed to close today, I think, eh? Today's the deadline.
They might. I haven't checked, but they were open yesterday.
Yeah, today I think Thursday. Today is Thursday, and I think they gave everybody up to Thursday to actually close.
Yeah,
I'm
because
sure
even
if
then,
you check tomorrow, it's probably going to be closed.
I'm not sure if where you are, Frank, right now. Did you see the army in your sector yet?
Nope.
They're in your sector, I was told today, and they're in Montreal.
Oh, really?
They are going to be a little bit harsh. And I heard through, let's say, the grapevine from a good source, where it might go in complete lockdown.
How are you gonna get your groceries?
That's going to be allowed. And let's say your work is essential, you'll need to prove you are essential to go to work, things like that. And if you're not, it may not end well for you.
I know that they allow my guy's gas station to go because he works on cars, and that's kind of essential. If you got to go get groceries, they got to keep the cars working.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true. We did like even with great hobbies where there was a mention, okay, what are we essential? Can we say we're a motor repair shop, things like that? But if you look at it, we can't. That's why they took the decision, okay, let's go, we're closing the shop and done.
You're essential to my sanity and everybody else's sanity because that's what we do. That's our hobby. If
You're
we're
not
going to
the
be
only
locked
one
into a
yeah.
house, we have to have sanity somewhere. And when we build something, that's where we're sane.
Yeah, I know. We should make maybe a part of great hobbies, let's say, that sells computers.
Yeah.
That would become essential.
Yeah. And that's basically how we're essential because we do video conferencing and audio conferencing, and we get people communicate without being there, in other words. So
yeah.
Yeah.
But
also, gas stations are essential.
yeah.
Yes, they are.
Gas stations are very essential.
But yeah, can't wait for this to be done and go back to work.
No, Jack, there's actually some kids that actually died. There's a few kids, not many, but
No,
there's
I'm talking about the ones here.
Okay, the ones there. Okay.
Yeah, 7, and then all in aged care centers.
In Canada, I think there was one kid that actually died.
Yeah. We
But
just
they
had
say that kids don't die from it. They reckon that they can carry it,
Well,
but they don't die from it.
It all depends if you have a respiratory problem. Like, let's say you have asthma, you have
Asthma or
more of a
something,
chance of
yes.
dying. If you have diabetes, also that doesn't help. So I am diabetes, so it doesn't help. But how dangerous is it? Nobody knows because they're trying to stop it dead on its track before it hits too many people. So
Hey, Jack, I heard recently that a newborn or 3-week-old just got it too out here in the United States somewhere.
yes, construction is still. Stickies is saying that construction is essential, but they stopped them. Here too, they've stopped a lot of construction. How essential is construction? They do have to keep the roads open. Winter's gone now, so now the trucks are not going to plow the road, which they don't have to. But they do have to maintain some street lights and things like that. So people are still working, but on a skeleton crew. So they did lay off a lot of people that I know.
Well, I told you that we now have a stimulus package, $2.2 trillion.
Oh, yeah?
I'm supposedly, even on Social Security disability, I'm still going to get a $1,200 check.
He says the sad thing about all this, it's going to happen no matter what, and it's going to go on for a long time, is people that own businesses, people that can't pay their mortgages.
Yeah, but the banks are going to have to be lenient on some stuff.
I haven't finished yet.
So
that's right.
Yeah.
But this is going to drag on and on and on. Here they're saying 6 months, right?
Okay.
So you've got to think about the people that own business. Like my mate's restaurant closed down, and he's always flat out, so he's stuffed. So people own businesses, can't. The ones that are all off work, can't pay their mortgages, blah blah blah. Right? I could see people committing suicide. Right? That's inevitable because they can't cope. Right? That's the sad thing about it. There's going to be relationships breaking up, and it's going to be crazy, mate. It's just the start of it.
Okay.
And that's going to be the sad thing about it.
But yeah, Frank, for the banks, go ahead, Brad.
I hear. I think Jake told me that you guys are getting a stimulus bill yourself in Canada.
Yeah.
Our bill is helping businesses too, especially small business, and they're paying businesses also to help why they're laid off, they still have these people on their payrolls and not paying payroll taxes and all that stuff. And some of the loans that they're giving up, they won't have to pay back, they said, out here. And they're making sure that people will be able to get back to work. That's why they're paying these businesses to keep people working after they can go back. So they won't lay them off. You understand?
And I know the government here has allowed $2,000 a month to if you can't go to work and you're not getting a paycheck.
Correct.
So, well, what is it about the bank?
In the banks, I did read, because like I said, I have a couple of banks, and they are pushing mortgages, things like that, like 6 months, and even credit cards and things like that. At least that will help a lot of people.
Yeah.
But it might, depending on what it is, it might put some people in shit too.
Mhm.
They're also doing that for buying new cars or deferring your payments for 6 months. I know Kia and some other companies are doing that for cars, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Jack, I bet you Australia's working on something for you guys too out in your country.
What do you mean? Working on what?
Like they're doing in Canada and the United States.
The payment to help you help the people.
They're doing a package payment thing for disability people, pensioners, low income earners, small businesses. Apparently, they're putting, but it's going to take time to get payments.
I think it's going to be a mess because people that are on welfare, I know a lot of them will take advantage of that and probably apply for because they're not working, but they're already getting a payment. But some of them probably will get through the cracks and actually get extra money.
Oh, that's guaranteed. I even heard some people on welfare, who's going to help us? I'm like, seriously.
Yeah. Because
Wow.
they're already getting money, they're already getting stuff, and now they're gonna cry that they want more.
Yeah.
I know that actually most of the Western world is going to be doing packages for their country people, for their country also. It just seems to be the thing that's going around. As soon as all these countries say, hey, this country's doing stimulus, this country's doing a stimulus to help their workers, to make sure people can get back to work and not be totally laid off of work, to help keep these businesses keep money.
But if they lock down everything, people are not going to be able to go to work. You can't help people go back to work if you're actually locking down everything.
For the essentials, yes, you'll be allowed to go to work. You just need to prove it if you do get stopped. But again, it's just to prevent people from going around. Just this morning, sitting on my computer chair, turn around because I have a window behind me, and I'm seeing tons of people walking around or jogging, things like that. I'm like, okay, I do understand to a certain point, but still.
Yeah, jogging is allowed as long as you don't start touching everything around you. You are allowed to go outside. But you're not allowed to stop by somebody, shake his hand, and socialize and things like that. So
when I was going to put my money away in the bank and all that type of stuff, I saw people that probably should. I see people by two. As long as they're not related or anything, I see them still walking with two people together. I'm like, I thought you're supposed to be single unless you're with a family member.
Well, if I go out with my son and my wife, I'm going to walk beside him. We're not 6 feet apart.
No, it's not.
Heck, I sleep right next to my wife.
You know what I'm trying to say.
Family members is different.
Yeah.
No, it's outside or something. I mean, they're saying that even in your own home, you got to stay 4 meters apart. How are they going to supervise that?
That doesn't make sense for sure.
How are they going to supervise that? Seriously.
That they can't, but there's just 3 people, I think it's yesterday in Hull, got $1,000 each ticket because they were physically doing a party. And
they got fined, did they?
Yeah, they got fined. They got there. The police asked them for their license. Okay, you don't live here. You don't live here. It's $1,000 for you, $1,000 for you. You're the owner of the place. This is $1,200 for you.
Well,
that's good. I completely agree with that. They shouldn't do socializing. Like I know they're not sick, but we don't know where they've been. What
You
they've
don't.
touched.
You don't know you're sick, but sometimes you might be a carrier.
Yeah.
It won't affect you
Yep.
because you're immune to it.
Yep. True.
Now your two buddies that's with you, you just gave it to him. Now he goes home, gives it to his sister, or God knows, and next thing you know, again, it's everywhere. It's
They say that this might continue next year too, in the sense of that it may return like a flu from now on. They have to always make a vaccine for it now. When it comes to that, when they get one.
yeah, it might be because now we're gonna go ahead, Jeff.
Go, Sean. Finish off, man. Go for it.
Basically, that's what they were saying. And summer's gonna hit soon. It doesn't like the heat.
No,
It's
it
gonna
doesn't.
co- it's gonna-
27 C. I think it's 27 C is the minimum temperature. And
Something
above.
like that, yeah. And
Yeah.
in September, we're gonna see it hit back again.
But if it doesn't like the heat, how's it surviving in Australia right now?
Hey, Sean. Hi, Sean. He just walks in there without us knowing that he's there.
Like,
Hi,
Sean
Sean.
come in.
That's a grand entrance, that is, mate.
yeah, so Australia beats the mess. If it doesn't like the heat, how's it surviving?
Well, we've only had 7 deaths here, and they're all in aged care centres, so we're roughly 80 to 90 years old. So they've already got health problems as it is, yeah?
Yeah. And they probably contacted the disease, and they're probably in the air conditioning houses, which is cold.
Mm. Oh, yeah, they have to have aircon. Oh, but it hasn't been too hot, though. That's the thing.
Okay.
Well, it's been fluctuating.
They
Today's
say this
warm.
because the southern hemisphere is going to go into their winter, and it's going to revolve in there, and then come back up here when we go into our fall and winter.
All right, enough of that. Brad, are you ready to have a wet dream, Brad?
Uh-oh.
Oh, do you have a Tamaya?
Do you like this?
Oh, you got it. Yes.
Do you like
So
that?
what? Yes. Why did you get that? I'm surprised.
Because I traded some stuff because I'm after some scale stuff, and I got a nice RC 4-wheel drive chassis plus this.
It's a high lift, isn't it?
It's a high
Is it a high
lift.
lift?
It's a high lift.
It's a high lift.
Yeah,
That's with full-time 4-wheel drive and a 3-speed transmission.
3-speed
Yeah, just as you
transmission.
said, Brad's going off his tree, mate.
Yep.
Sean, you broke down and got yourself a Tamaya.
No, it was a good trade, so why not? Look, when you see Brad, look, I'll make you happy.
So now you got yourself a real truck.
Yeah,
Are you gonna run it? Are you gonna run it?
of course I'm gonna run it. No shelf queens in my house.
That's right. I hate when people say, "Oh, it's gonna be a shelf queen." No shelf queens. I always say to them,
Did you
"No
like
shelf
that?
queens."
There's your
please.
lights, Brad.
Yeah.
Look,
You could get it. You're gonna get a sound system for it.
Calm down, Brad.
look. How's it like this, Brad? When you hear, you ready?
Yeah.
Hang on. Hang on.
So sound system in it.
Hang on. I gotta figure out turning the things on and off yet. Just that's the thing.
What's he using a TQ radio? Really?
Yeah, because I put a Traxxas receiver.
Ah, yeah.
too, so-
Right.
Hey,
So are you ready, Brad? Let me see.
yeah.
I think you need to change the sound.
Got the sound module and everything.
Yeah.
I'm sure Sean likes the body on it too. That was probably also another catcher.
Yeah, I'll turn that off because that's noisy. I do love
You like the
though.
bot?
I do love how like
You like?
when it shakes, the exhaust pipes and all would be shaking.
Yeah.
Sitting there, like that's pretty cool.
Cool.
I thought you liked the body on it now too. I think that's why you also got. You like the body.
No, it just came as part of the trade, so why not? So,
But
I
the only
get-
problem is it's not Arctic White.
I know, yeah.
That's
Oh my
what propaganda said.
Yeah.
Well,
the propaganda
yesterday it was actually silver. You know,
Mhm.
so it was silver yesterday. Look, it even came, Brad, full instruction manual, everything. Look. It was the guy's
I
shelf.
can't wait.
Look, so that was
Yeah,
the collar. That's a collar came yesterday, silver.
I thought
You know how much
you would like.
that-
You know that.
I'm not going to get a word in now that you showed that.
So it was
You know,
silver, but
those
you painted it?
kids,
Yeah, I painted it blue.
those kids here are $579.
Yeah. It's,
I do have something here blue, Frank. You might have
What?
saw. I have something here blue that you might have saw.
Okay, what is it?
The
Oh, is that an
Yeah,
Hey,
SCX3?
you told me I couldn't bring it here, and now you have it at your house.
I wasn't allowed to switch
Sophisticated
mine.
gearbox.
I basically before I left the last day, I said, "This is coming with me."
I wasn't
So-
allowed to
so
touch
Sean-
my great hobbies.
Yeah, it's bad.
So I thought, that body's very detailed. I thought you would appreciate that. So
It is deep. Yeah, it is. But the leaf springs, I'm gonna take some of the springs out. The leaves are way too tough, too stiff.
so you're gonna leave like one leaf spring in there?
Yeah, something like that, one or two maybe. See how many
I
times.
can't wait to. I
It's one
can't see. I
little
can't wait to see that video. I can't wait to see the video of that.
Yeah. I thought that would get you excited, but I told you you would have a wet dream. I know.
Oh, he is excited.
Yeah.
Because Sean was totally against getting Tamiya's, and now he has one. I think it's just so funny. It's kind of irony to me.
Well, I was against getting Tamiya cars and stuff. I just want the cars, but this I can do stuff with. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
That's a good
any of
choice.
the Tamiya trucks, I think you would like. So
Hey, Brad, I do have a vehicle here I'm going to build soon. You're probably going to like the Grasshopper too.
oh yeah, they had a metallic green edition once.
Yep.
I gotta lower my volume. I think he's gone up more than 20 octaves.
Yeah.
What am I, Mariah Carey?
Mariah Carey? Kidding, ain't you?
She has 7 octave. She has a 7-octave voice.
I'll go 24 plus, mate.
See, that's how much of its shelf queen it was, Brad. It even came with the things for the controllers for changing the gears and everything.
Nice.
Wow.
I think you're gonna be able to shift it on the fly too.
How dirty are the tires?
The thing was never even run. It wasn't even fully built. It sat in his shelf for years.
Wow.
And he said,
What a waste.
I know, he said, oh, at least it's going to go to a good home. I said, well, it's going to go to somebody that'll use it. I said, and he goes, what do you mean? I said, ain't sitting in my fucking shelf. So it's not.
You told him no shelf queens. You said no shelf queens in my house.
I sent him a video of it tonight. He couldn't believe it was blue and everything. He sent me back big sad faces. Yeah,
Oh well, they're freaking good.
that's it.
Trucks,
The
those
Sen
trucks,
4x4
yeah.
I like because I got
3S.
the
Got what? The Sen 4x4 3S is a good choice.
you see because I want to build something really scale, so I also got this in the trade as well. Nice RC
Oh,
drive chassis, but the transmission and everything's over there. Had to build it all together too. So
Cool.
I see a leaf spring on it too.
yeah, it's
Is
all.
that-
these- all
Is
these-
that going to be your first RC 4-wheel drive?
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
Okay, cool.
but I don't know what I'm gonna build.
So-
I don't know what I'm gonna build with it yet. You know.
Hey Sean,
Yes.
what are you going to run it with another vehicle at the same time?
No, it wouldn't be capable of keeping up with them vehicles.
Yeah. Well, especially that Tundra, you must have a lot of. No, you did say you put it on the 2-channel remote, right?
I put it on a 6-channel, yeah. So
Okay, so but if you want a third channel to actually change gear, you're gonna have to put another one, a different receiver.
no, I have a 6-channel in it.
Oh, it's a 6-channel.
Yeah, I put a
Your
6-channel.
Traxxas. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So I have the servos and all here. He gave me the servos and everything for the transmission, so I just got to put all them in.
Nice.
Like, so building it like so.
Oh, you're gonna have fun with that. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna have fun with it. I bet you'll do minor crawling and definitely trail riding with it.
Yeah, well, I think once you take a few leaves out of the springs, it'd be good. Like
It'll look better, huh?
yeah, I think so.
It'll be a medium crawler. That's what it is.
Yeah.
yeah,
But
I'm sure.
what it'd be nice for, I think, is putting the trailer on it and then towing one of your truck crawlers to the spot.
Hmm.
That's maybe.
And
what-
running it through the snow. That'll be good.
But the
Next year.
transmission sits very low underneath it, though. That's the problem. Like the gearbox hangs away down. Like, see how low down that freaking bottom plate is?
Yeah, the transmission does hang low. Yeah.
Yeah, that hangs really low.
But you could see that the transmission you can see that the transmission is just big, and that's probably one of the reasons why it's like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever, never made to be crawlers.
That's it. So put it. I think maybe if I put a set of 1.9s on it or something, raise it up a little.
Well, I know it definitely could trail ride. It'll do a good trail ride.
Swampers RC wants to know what's the wheelbase of your RC four-wheel drive.
Of the 4-wheel drive, it's 11.4 or something.
11.4.
11.4, I think. I don't have a
I
tape.
bet you that-
there, so it's a Stinger
bet you that
chassis. So
Which
you that Toyota
body
has a
came with
12-inch
it? Or do you
wheelbase.
have a body for it? Sorry.
no, I don't have a body for it or nothing yet because I want it. Like everybody was talking about the SCX, the new SCX, and I was like, I don't want another. I've got so many rigs that does all that. I don't have something super scale, so I wanted to build something super
Okay.
scale, you know. So that's why that chassis is a good start for that chassis, you know. Especially because it has the
And-
transmission and all already too.
Cool. Hey, Travis.
And you notice that
Go ahead.
you know that
Go
the
ahead.
Toyota's pretty scale too, real scale too.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. So,
G'day, Travis. How you going, mate? Long time no see.
Yeah,
Bill
I hope
Swampers
you
Boyd,
RC
get a lot of.
I just want to tell Bill Boynton, I actually replied to your comment on my community post. If I can contact you on Facebook.
Sean, I hope you have a lot of enjoyment for years with that vehicle.
no, it'll probably get traded again, Brad. Maybe. Now that it's all built and done, I'll probably trade it off now too. Maybe. Let's see.
Now that it's all built, you're gonna trade it?
Maybe I might. Yeah, just.
I'll run it first, enjoy it first, and see how it rides. And
Yeah,
have
that's
fun
what I
with it.
probably will do. Run it for a
Yeah.
while and then.
That's
trade-
what I would do too.
Yeah, and then just trade it off again. Just pass the build, you know.
Yeah.
Get to something super scale where I want to be, you know.
That's right, Tony. You got the fakest laugh in RC, my friend. Yeah, I love stirring him up. Look, I haven't got your shirt on, man. Relax.
hey, I got my logo on too on my shirt.
Yeah. Nah, he did a Raminator live earlier on.
Oh yeah, I
And,
forgot to say. Sorry, Jack.
yeah.
Let me cut the. The stream tonight is coming to you from 110 Hobbies, the one
Is it?
place to have 10 times more fun with the hobbies.
Yeah, and it's closed down. Poor bloke, he's out of a job. You
Right.
worried about your stuff?
Actually,
Well, he's out of a
110
job.
Hobbies. 110 Hobbies does deliver to the sidewalk. So if you order there and you drive by there, for you, Jack, it's going to be an awfully long drive. But for people that live in Ottawa, that's not bad.
Long drive, mate. What are you going to drive over the sea? Is it?
Well, first you got to drive to the airport, then you got to catch
No
a plane.
planes, mate. There's no plane. Oh, there's good old Dave there. G'day, Dre.
Yeah, there's
He's
no
up early.
planes, but there's boats.
No, boats are all stopped, mate. They're stopped. Oh, probably the cargo boats are they're still going.
RC Drees in the house.
Yeah, good old Dave. How are you, brother? I didn't get notified, Tony. Yeah, a lot of people don't get notified with the streams. I found his come up on my phone. His
That's
stream
crazy.
comes up on his stream actually comes up on my phone. So every time Tony streams,
Yeah,
get a
there is something
notification
weird
on
with
my phone.
there's something weird going on with YouTube.
Yeah, I think there's a virus going around.
no, I
Right.
get notifications from him, but no one else when they do a stream.
Oh yeah.
Because when I did a
maybe
video
because,
on,
maybe because it's Tony, you know, he's a very popular man at the moment, Mr.
Maybe.
Commercial.
could be. I did a live
Fakest laugh in
last week.
RC, mate.
Go
Fakest
ahead,
laugh
Sean.
in RC.
I did a live last week about my Lucy DBXL Pro, and basically I don't think nobody heard about it.
Okay.
I'm not getting notifications from anyone by the looks of it.
Yeah, it's weird. Whatever's going on with YouTube at the minute, because my last video that I put up, like any comment or anything, likes, anything, I didn't get a single notification about them. I had to actually go and
I
click
correct
the video.
myself. I was on Jake's. I was first on Jake's. I got that one. that popped up. That mini Mavic.
Yeah, like I
Yeah.
don't know, not even anything in my.
The last one I got from Trail Critter, the Mavic,
Yeah,
and
the,
that's
the,
it.
the Jake, yeah, the Jake one where he did the. I didn't understand half that video, but it was a pretty good flight. I don't know what it was. I don't know what he was rambling on about. Beavers or something.
Bored. I was bored.
Yeah, I saw you were bored. Look, they chop those trees down, do they?
Oh yeah, they do that all the time.
That's
around here.
unbelievable. Who needs a lumberjack?
Yeah,
He's got lots of angry beaver up there.
yeah.
All sorts of them.
That's
He,
funny.
he was just showing his extreme social distancing.
Beavers and moose, they're all angry over here.
Yep.
What's 7 RC, Dre? Are you doing a stream tonight, Dre? He usually does his quizzes and karaoke and that.
RC3 usually does karaoke with a
Yeah,
bunch of people.
karaoke and quizzes and stuff.
Yeah. So hopefully he's not. We're not going to start this. We are not going to start a karaoke like take a turn and do karaoke. They actually tried to get me to sing one time.
Come on.
Yeah.
Oh
and I
no!
didn't. I
No,
did
let's
not.
convert this to karaoke. Let's go.
Oh
Karaoke
no!
night.
No!
was
No!
wonderful.
No!
You know, all the Filipinos, all the Filipino girls rocking their tank.
I'd rather see Jack playing his guitar because it's enjoyable.
How's everyone holding up?
Hmm.
Yeah, not too bad. Look at this. Good old John's got the lighter out, ready for you to sing, mate.
You did.
I'm watching YouTube. Blade.
That's it. As I tell everyone, I can't sing. Take off my shoes, my feet will hum.
That's it.
There you go.
Yeah, they tried to get Colonel Sanders to sing one night on one of the channels. Which channel was it? I think
Probably
it
was
was.
Dre's, was it?
No, was it Dre's or JP Slayer? Poor bloke, he's getting booted all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Every time he does a live stream, YouTube boot him.
Hmm.
If Jack plays loud enough, it won't matter.
That's true.
Yeah.
Crank up the tunes from the guitar and the drums, and you
Yeah.
can sing all you want.
I sing that song Tequila. All you have to do is say tequila. That's true. You're holding up, but yeah, is the UK is in complete lockdown there? Is it?
Yeah.
I know Italy's completely shut down. Italy's
Dre's either up late or up early. One of the two.
early.
Yeah, it's like 3 a.m. or something, isn't it?
They're 5 hours ahead of us.
Yeah, isn't it? It's there. I think 9 hours behind
Yeah,
us.
it's like 3. Yeah, it's 3 in the morning. I don't know. Like so.
But one of the reasons Italy is down to the count is a lot of the society is older. That's why.
No.
Florida's the same way out here. We have a lot of elderly in Florida, and believe it or not, Ohio has a lot of elderly.
I'm telling you, it's a way of killing off Social Security. Social Security and
Oh
pension.
my God,
Think
that's a terrible thought.
Think about it though. How many people that's on pension and Social Securities are dying? That's what it's. And if you look at the bigger picture, it's a way to collect the DNA from everybody in the world. So,
It's they're targeting the older people. That's what they're doing.
They've already done that before this happened.
no.
Yeah, we can go out to work and get food, go for exercise. No, well, that's in Wales. How are things? You're doing any running? Am I doing any running? What running? I'm trying to work out my friggin' trying to get some help with my stadium truck. I had to pull the motor out because there was a stone inside. I don't know how a stone got inside the casing. So I took the motor out, I don't know, and it's only just 2 screws to hold the motor in. And the spurs, plastic spur in there. So when I went to put it back, and I tried to get it as close as I can to mesh it up with the spur, the pinion and the spur, and it's not meshing up properly. I don't know how you do these Tamiya ones.
I can, you know what? Take a take a piece of paper and put it between them and
No,
push
but
it.
it's hard even when I push the motor in. Once I start screwing it, it tightens up. It pushes even harder. You can't pull it back. So I don't know what. I've asked Bill Boynton. He knows all about this stuff. I was going to ask Tank before he started his show. I've even contacted another person on Facebook. You know, I need someone that's got.
Is there like
Sorry, go on, John.
is there like a pin system underneath the motor? I know some of the Traxxas stuff has that where you can shift the motor over to make the mesh when you change the gear.
No, when you put
Which Traxxas is it?
it's not. It's my Blitzer. It's my Stadium, my Tamiya Blitzer.
Stadium Blitzer.
Yeah, it's got the Tamiya can in it.
That's the one. That's a two-wheel drive, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
which is the VW I put on it the other day, and I put the Stadium body because I had to take the body posts off. But I heard something was rattling in it, and I don't know how the hell a stone got inside where the motor is, you know, because that's completely covered.
So Tony said, speaking of conspiracies, Arma has something to tease tomorrow.
You cut off. I was talking.
I know, yeah.
But forget Tony. Don't worry about Tony. He's just a commercial.
Well, he said Arma's about to drop something tomorrow, though.
They're going to drop
Yeah,
a
they
bomb.
got that Creighton AS Part 2, haven't they?
Oh, yeah.
Part 2, that Creighton. So they had asked him to go.
No, they did Part 2. Part 2's coming for for a premiere or something.
For the Creighton 8S?
Yeah, the Creighton 8S,
horrible,
yeah.
though, no?
Yeah.
I don't think it done as good as they thought.
I thought.
So once you set the mesh, what's wrong with it? It doesn't keep the mesh, or what?
No, you can hear the sound of it. Just it's like it's going to be stripping it completely. So once I tighten the screws down, and there's only 2 screws that you can put in it, right? There's supposed to be 4, but there's 2. That's how it came. So, and you know, when I opened it up and had a look and put it back in, I try to get it as close. You know, you don't have to do it, put it right up against the spur. You need a little bit of a gap, paper trick, whatever. I can't do it with there because you can't get your hand in there. So anyway, I pushed it in, and then I tightened the screws up, and it just, you can hear it's going to strip. Zzz,
Okay,
you know,
did you take a look at the pinion? Does it look like the teeth have gotten a little narrower? And usually the Tamiya kits always came with some type of black cover over them.
Yeah, there is a black cover. Yeah, there is. That's what I pulled off. Right? The black cover is done with the screws, because when you got the black cover going to the casing, that's what the screws are holding the motor in. That's
I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about the thing that when you put the pinion on, there's a black thing that goes over the motor so you can space it right, and then you put it next to the spur, because usually the kits came with that. They came with something that would gap the pinion near the motor the right way.
So AC Froggies is asking Jack, could the shaft have a slight bend in it?
No. All I did was I just unscrewed the 2 screws that hold the motor in, just to get this freaking stone out of there. But when I went to go put the motor back in and lined it up and all that sort of stuff, because it's got a little cover and you put the screws through, and then you've got to find the holes in the motor. And I remember, because of the picture on, or the sticker on the motor, on the can, where that was placed when it was in. So I had a bit of an idea, and then lined the screws up and then screwed it in. But then I turned the wheels and that, and nothing's moving. So when I started up, it's just, it's making that funny noise. You might need to replace the pinion and get a harder cased one. Why? It's got nothing to do with that. I just explained to you, Brad. It had nothing. I just took a stone out. That's all I did. It's my fault for what I've done, not the pinion. Nothing to do with the pinion. The pinion's fine. I've checked it. It's the spur gear that I'm worried about, because when I started up, you can hear it start slipping. And when it slips, it'll just shred the spur gear.
It's either your spur gear is not tight enough, that it's just spinning, or you've actually broke a gear inside of it. There's some things you might be able to test it with it, see if it still makes noise or whatever, but you might have to open it up.
Okay.
And replace the spur gear.
I've got no idea. When it comes to these things, I just buy RCs. I've got no idea. I mean, I know how to mesh pinion and spur, but because this is you push it into the casing, and somehow the the pinion doesn't go all the way and line up exactly with the spur. So I don't know what I've got to do. I'm not too sure.
Okay.
I'm not too sure.
I'm going with
You can
experience.
tighten slipper by using spacers on gears. I don't think this has got a slipper clutch on it.
No, there's not.
No, this is an old vintage chassis. It doesn't have a slipper clutch.
Because last year or the year before, I found you the manual for that Blitzer Beetle. I did find you the manual.
Right.
So in that manual, there's step-by-step instruction in it, how to set it and how to put everything. So you should look at that.
Yeah, I should. But yeah, I just thought someone might, I can just take, do a video and I can show them and stuff like that.
Okay.
So if I show a video of the spur and the pinion before I screw everything down, you can see it's offline somehow. I don't know. Yeah, I just wanted to take a stone because I could hear a stone in there, and I just wanted to take a stone out. And when I went to put the motor back in, it just made this, that noise, which is not meshing up. And if I had kept it going, I would have stripped it.
We need to find you an Australian technician that knows about radio control cars and that can fix all your cars.
If it has plastic bushings, that could be the problem. No, I think I think when I bought this, the guy put all bearings in this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Bill Boyd.
You might need to check the bearings. You might need to check the bearings. They go bad in the gearbox too.
Maybe a bearing went on it.
Well, like I said, I'd need someone to have. I've got to show it physically, show it what's going on.
Mm.
And like I said, I just buy stuff. Give me plans, I'll fix them and put them together. But I can't when it comes to RC cars and stuff. No.
Unfortunately, I think we're coming down that you may have to actually take apart the gearbox.
So, Brad, I have a question for you. How do you lock the diffs on these Tamiya's?
Well, there's either there's a screw that goes into the diffs that will bind up the diff on there, or you could put a spare bevel gear in there to lock it up, or you use putty.
Putty.
Yes, putty that they people.
Yeah, you put some
putty that will lock up the gears. Yeah.
So either that or like the swimming gear plugs.
There could be a grub screw that actually turns down onto the axle or the gear that will lock it up. You got to look for a hole possibly on the diff that will lock it up, because I know those can be locked.
Okay, yeah, I just found it in the instruction manual. Cool.
Okay.
Cool.
So that'll work for you.
So it's not locked right now?
No, right now it's not. It doesn't come locked.
Okay.
So,
But now you know how to lock it.
yeah. It's cool the way everything's in Japanese and then a little bit of English underneath it.
But they are a Japanese
but
company.
Yeah.
But the directions are very good on it. I'm sure you noticed that.
Yeah.
And we have a Green Frog that joined us. How are you doing tonight?
Kagan.
Hey, Kagan.
Sorry, Kagan. Morning, mate.
So, Sean, you'll enjoy the manual on them. They're very self-explanatory. They're very good about that. On the Tamayas, they were known for being
Who enjoys manuals? I don't.
No, for putting together the car. That's what people say makes it enjoyable, because it's very very intuitive.
Probably,
Yeah.
yeah.
Those pages are not stuck together.
No, it's totally like the whole thing just sat in his shelf. Like it even has like he never even tore anything out of it. All them pages are still inside it and everything.
I'm sure Brad's pages are stuck.
Yeah. If it was Brad's before, they would have been stuck.
Oh my
together.
God!
Yeah.
I never owned one of those. Those came out after I didn't have my Tamayas anymore. But I'm sure you see the directions are very nice.
They are.
Brad's a walk-in Tamiya friggin' manual.
I know, that's why I asked him a question there about it.
That'll give you.
Yeah, but then Sean, I tell Sean where I think it's done. Oh yeah, I find it. I found it, and then he's looking at the directions. He says, "Yeah, this manual was really nice. This manual was very self-explanatory."
No.
So Sean, on the email that I sent you the link, you got everybody's email there, and you even got Brad's email. So if you want to ask him personal questions about Tanya's, just send him an email. He'll be happy to reply to you back.
Yeah, I'm sure he would.
Trust me, I don't bother everybody a lot about it. I do when I want to show them something or I want to ask them something, I will do. But I'm not pestering anybody when I do.
That's one thing I'll give you, Brad. You know your tomato, mate. I'll give you that.
Yes. Well, I grew up on it, and it made an impression on me as a young boy, like 12 years old, 13 years old. But it made a big impression on me, those cars. So, and that's why I've always loved Tamiya. And the more I found out about them, and the more I felt their attention to detail, I felt they were an industry leader, which they were for a very long time. They still are pretty much an industry leader a lot with their manuals. And a lot of people say it's easy to put together Tamiya because it's so self-explanatory in the manuals. They even have actual sizes of the millimeters of where you need to have the pigs. Do you understand what I'm saying, Sean?
Yeah, yeah.
They're actual sizes. They show the actual size, nut, screw, and everything.
Yeah.
That's what's enjoyable about Tamiya.
Yeah. Most of the kits do that. Yeah.
But Tamiya's very more. You really understand it the best.
Yeah. The guy had like bags of spare parts, like because he was thinking of doing it as a Ford.
Okay.
He even has like more exhaust pipes that'll come in handy for one of my other rigs. Because I just figured out that hard body Bronco will actually fit my Vanquish. So I might turn my Vanquish into a Bronco.
Cool. That's a sick
shirt,
Kagan. You always bring them out, mate.
Yeah, he does. He always has cool shirts.
He always brings out the shirts, mate. Look what I got on. So I got this boring fakest laughing RC shirt on here.
Tony's shirt.
Yeah. Trying to wear it out, mate. Trying to wear the hell out of it. They can send me another one.
Brad.
You should learn more about that particular vehicle. You should find out all the hop-ups they make for it.
No,
you might actually like something that they may put for it.
No, I think if I just take a couple of Leafs out and put a set of 1.9s on it, drive it for a little while, and then trade it on.
Oh, yeah.
Get towards my really scale. Because I really want to do an LC70 or something like that, you know?
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah, I want to do something nice.
Yikong has a LC470 truck, pickup truck.
There's a post going around that people are taking.
I didn't get one word you said there, Brad.
Oh, it's a Yikong. People are finding out more about the Yikong. They make a crawler. It has a 2-speed transmission, and it has locking and unlocking differentials like a TRX4. I mean, I know you don't like them faster, but it's actually fast in first and second gear, but you can crawl it, or you change the electronics to make it crawl even better. So it will do that. I just found out about the Y-Kongs, Y-I-Kong, and they have a pickup of the LC70, 470 pickup. You should look it up.
Wow, you said all of that without taking a breath?
Yeah.
Well, so there's a post that people are tagging other people and so on, and Get to Know Me RC Car Edition. So people are asked, what's my first car? So basically, it used to be for cars, but now people have turned it to RC. So I'm going to ask Sean's RC Adventure these questions. So your first RC car, what was it?
A Grasshopper.
The Grasshopper?
Yeah.
Wow, you did have a Tamiya before.
I did. I was a kid.
As a kid, cool. Numbers of cars ever owned?
Like 22.
22. Most fun car you've owned?
That's a tricky one. Most fun car I've ever owned.
It could be one you don't have anymore, too.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a tricky one. That's because there's so many. The hell. And probably for fun wise, just clean fun wise, probably was the Red Cat. Remember that big 1/5, the clawback, or whatever you call it.
Okay.
Just for fun wise, because that thing was just like crazy stupid.
Yeah, it was big and massive and fun.
Yeah.
And 2 motors.
What's your dream car?
The Cross RC Mammoth.
Yeah, that'd be a nice one.
Yeah.
What's the last car part you purchased?
The last car part I purchased was an RC 4-wheel drive Warn winch.
The one which, okay. Your current car or cars? Well, that's the hero.
Not enough room.
Yeah.
Not enough room. I think that's about the same thing with you. The last car you sold?
Was actually a TRX4 Defender. Is what I traded for that Tamiya and the other chassis.
Okay, cool. What's the worst car you've owned?
Worst car I've owned. What would be the worst car I owned? Probably a Rustler. Was the worst
Rustler,
car
really?
I owned. Yeah.
And what's
Yeah.
the car you hated it the most? Which car did you hate the most?
Which car did I hate the most? The UDR.
The UDR? Really?
I got rid of that UDR already.
Okay.
Yeah, got rid of it already.
So if you had $50,000, where do you spend it?
On RC construction stuff.
Oh, that's expensive stuff.
Yeah.
That is expensive stuff.
Yeah.
And the Mammoth, right?
Yeah. The Mammoth and the trailer, and then I could tow all the construction stuff.
True.
But the
Cool.
trailer for that thing alone, the lowboy trailer for it's like $900 or something just for the trailer. Really? It is.
Cool.
I know he's saying he's gonna trade in his Tamiya. I just hope he drives it and is like, well, maybe I don't want to get it. This is actually quite fun to play with.
Yeah,
Well,
well, I'll
maybe
only
he-
trade it if the right trade comes along. No.
Yeah, because you got no attachment to it right now. So
Yeah, that's
something
it.
But what
comes
you-
along.
Yeah,
And
what's
plus-
that?
If you don't drive it and you keep it clean, it's worth more.
Yeah,
But no shelf queens for him and no shelf queens for me.
yeah. I couldn't see myself putting it on a shelf. No way.
Yeah.
It's a waste of money. It's to me
Yeah.
to make a shot, take a shot. I think it's a waste of money to put a car on the shelf after you buy it or refurbish it. Use the damn thing. It was made to be used. I just don't like that idea that you should put it on a shelf. To
Yeah,
me,
but
it's not
Brad,
enjoying
I
it.
have to put them somewhere, and I can't drive them all at the same time. So I got to take them out one at a time. And there's only so much time on Saturday and Sunday. I can't drive them all.
Well, I assume you will always get around to driving them. I honestly think you don't have any shelf queens. You will honestly get to them to play with them. They're not going to not be used. I think eventually they will be used.
Right now,
Regardless of
they
how
all
time you
work.
have.
Every single one of them work. I put a battery in them. They have a remote binded to them. They all work. They're all except for one, but that's because I'm working on it right now. It's my son's Wraith. So everything else is working.
But you understand what I said, Frank. I know
Oh, I understand what you said.
you. People can have a lot of cars, but then they say, God, I'm longing to play with this one. So you take it off the shelf and you play with it.
Yeah, true. John, did you get the vet body cut out all the way? Easy Froggy's asking.
That I did.
Oh, it's installed and everything.
Yeah, nice.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
What's the paint scheme for that one?
What's that?
What's the paint scheme for that one? Orange.
Orange and
Nice.
Orange and white. I told him he should call it the Dreamsicle. He should write on the side of it, Dreamsicle. The Dreamsicle.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the front cowl part white and the rear spoiler white, and the rest of it's gonna be orange with some white trim.
I think you should get a decal that says Dreamsicle on both sides.
It says what?
Dreamsicle.
Dreamsicle?
Because it's white. Dreamsicle because it's orange and it's an ice cream bar that has orange flavored stuff on the outside and the inside's white.
Yes.
It has a cream flavor. So call it the Dreamsicle. No one has not. I don't think anybody's ever used that name for an RC car. If it's going to be colored like that, might as well call it that.
RC Mass Master asked a question, and I think he's asking me that question. So his question is, I think he's asking me, but how often do you dust off your RCs? My answer to that is, why? It's only going to get dusty anyways. So I don't. I have fun with it. And then I bring it in, I put it on the shelf. Perfect example of that. That buggy is still dusty. This one, the windows are still dusty. The top is still dusty. Windows, tires are still dusty. Look at all the nice dust there.
Yeah.
That's an MF01, XF01.
Yeah.
X.
Did you ever build the other Mercedes yet?
The which kit?
The other Mercedes kit you got?
No, I didn't
G500,
build that one yet. Nope.
Yeah.
Frank, I do think you get around to working to clean up the mechanicals to make sure it's running.
If you're not going to finish that Mercedes truck behind you, you can send it my way. I'm
almost finished my drifter, and that's the next one I'm gonna finish off. It's the lighting, and finish off configuring the remote. I got everything. Everything's still on the desk here. And
Sean wants another Tamiya.
And this is right here. This is right here to program it. So
nice, the DX6. Nice.
Yeah. So
I'm sure Sean would take that Mercedes and he would try to make an exercise and find a way to make it work close to what he's used to. Because I know the CC02 has promise. They do have ability to do and work pretty damn well soon. You know what I mean? In that class. And I think that's what Sean was saying. I'm going to use this as an exercise. See if I can get it to work at least 95% as good as my other ones.
Oh, yeah.
For what?
11 Charlie's in the chat. Are you doing that, bud?
Getting what to work, Brad?
If you got that Mercedes, you said you wanted his Tamiya G500 wagon, right? He said,
no, I want the truck. No, I want the Mercedes truck behind him.
Yeah, this one. You want this?
I want that one, the 114th truck.
Oh, the 114 truck. Oh, I thought you were talking about the G500.
No, why would I want a G5? A G5 is the most ugliest looking vehicle in the universe.
Hey, it's got a receiver.
You want his Giga Space Mercedes?
Yeah, see, that's the one I want. You know? Yeah. I don't want them G5. Why do you think I don't own any of the Traxxas G-Wagons? That's why I don't have a 6x6. I'm waiting till they come out with a kit. Because the G-Wagon body is disgusting.
Well, I thought you liked the pickup better than the body, the other one. A lot of people like the Mercedes pickup one better than the other one.
Give it time. Traxxas will take the 6x6 and kit guaranteed.
Sign me up.
But Sean seems to like the looks of the semis from Mercedes, right?
Yeah, I just like
right,
just like the semis. But that one's been sitting there and not worked on forever, so it's gonna sit and be a shelf queen. You can send it my way, and I'll work on it for him.
Now, Frank, there's a way you could do all of your builds, just self-quarantine.
Yeah.
You're muted.
Yeah, I just noticed that. So this is another thing I've been working on. Right now, it's only a land vehicle, but I will make this float with the wheels on it and all that. So Somebody asked how have I done any other work on it? No, I have not. So there is a truck in there.
Yeah, that will
This was all
float.
sent to me by Dave Martin. So I have to fill up the front cockpit with foam, floating foam, and do another thing on top here anyways, and waterproof the electronic, and then I'll make it float. So and the only propulsion will be the wheels. I am going to do some notches on the wheel and cut the foam, and then plasti dip the notch, so it's all going to be rubber, but like in notches that are inward. So this is, and it's 4x4, so I should be able to steer and turn and go forward with it. It won't be fast, but at least it's going to be funny to see and go. And I'm planning on cutting this so I can actually put a guy there. So this guy is going to be in it.
Could you get away with putting paddle tires on it?
I don't think they make paddle tires this small, do they?
I see some of these 3D printed paddle tires the other day there.
Yeah, that's another option. I could try to get somebody to give them the size of it and try to get 3D print some paddle tires for this. Might be simpler.
What size are those tires?
This is an ECX, not the Barrage, but what the heck
The
was
Ruckus?
Hey,
The Ruckus?
I think it was a Ruckus. I think.
Yeah, it looks like those wheels. Yeah, they don't make that size in paddle. That's for sure.
I don't think so.
Yeah, those are the Ruckus.
So, but that's fun. That's a fun thing to see on the driveway, and it does donuts like crazy. It's fun to watch and to have fun with it. But it's neat. Another project I'm working on.
It's easy to, you want to finish your project, Frank, just go self-quarantine and you'll have 14 days to accomplish everything.
Yeah, but I have to work too.
It'll just be a work in progress, right?
There you go.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, I'm going to run.
Yeah, ready, Sean.
Take care, bud, and stay safe.
Yeah, I'll try. As long as that, I find it hard to social distance when I'm crawling, you know. Them two crawlers, it's hard to separate from John, you know. So Sean gets in arguments with John, but John won't leave. So
that's terrible.
or not life. All right, guys, have a good one.
Thank you.
I'll stay in the chat though. So I'll be in the chat.
Sounds good. Thanks for showing off your new truck.
No problem. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Sure, bud.
Still would put a motor and prop on it. Yeah, for the show, yeah. I still have the original motor and prop that used to be on there. It's still attached to the ESC and all that. I just took out everything. I could put it back on there or make a fake one, so we'll see. But just for the show, yeah, it'd be nice to have one in there.
Yeah, just put a prop in a pin, and when you're in the water, it'll turn at least.
Yeah, true. Just try to catch up on the chat here.
Has anybody seen or heard from Steve lately?
Steve OD, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
Just curious.
Hmm. And RC3 is asking, how is the old school truck going, Frank? Which school truck? I don't think I know which one he's talking about. What size are those? I gotta get the car back to measure the tires of the truck.
Rich said Steve was on Tony's chat on Tuesday.
Oh, was he? Okay.
It's gone quiet all of a sudden. Brad has gone silent, and it's crazy.
Well, let's just hope you stay silent. I'm back. Let's just hope you stay silent there.
So 2 inches and 7/8. 2 7/8. The height of the tire and the width, they're pretty wide. They don't need to be that wide. Well, paddle tires need to be that wide. 1.5 inches. So 2 7/8 by 1.5 inches.
Oh, that's the tire or the rim?
That's the tire. The rim is actually 1.5 inches. But
Who
everything's
left?
glued.
Sean.
Oh,
Really?
why?
Thanks, Trey. Maybe he's reading the manual.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, it's almost
It'll
1
be
inch
easy
and
for him to work on that.
5/8.
You needed some time alone with the manual.
Is that what he said? He's going to surprise me again one day with another Tamai. You just watch. Oh, here's another wet dream for you.
He's going to put it up on his wall, is he, Sean?
Brad
That's
took
funny.
a screenshot of that.
He's going to portrait it on his wall, mate.
He hit print on the printer.
Yeah, that's right.
The drift truck is going on pretty good.
So Stevo's not too good, eh?
So here's a drift truck with its good tires.
Yeah, we've seen this 1,000,000 times, Tank.
And here's the
It's
front
the
end,
new-
lots of chrome.
It's the new Herbie.
And I did cut the window out. So now the window's down and you can actually see
Light it up then.
the interior.
Put the lights on.
The lights on. That means I gotta open it up, put a battery. But I don't know if you'll be able to see the inside good with the camera.
It's purple, isn't it?
Yeah, it is purple.
Yeah, that one I saw on. I saw that
Yeah,
one on
he's-
Instagram.
He
Yeah.
sent me a video of it. He got that excited. He's sending out videos.
Jack wants this truck. I think a lot of people wants this truck.
Reminds me of-
You've had a
Yeah,
lot of
I told
offers
you.
for that truck, Frank.
I told you, once I put that, once you see me put that VE in front of you, mate, you'll be packaging that truck up that quick.
Yeah, but the only problem, it's not Arctic White.
That's true.
Oh
there,
my
Sean.
God,
That's true.
that's like the in joke forever. Just with Steve O.D. Was he liked to sniff the J's?
Yeah, but Sticky's RC Rich, mate, it could be next year before you see a run video with this truck. The way he goes about things.
What are we talking about, Jack?
I just turned on the light. Now you can
Talking
see
about
it's
Colonel
actually purple
Sanders.
inside.
Nice.
It's mood lighting. It's mood
There you
lighting.
go. You see it?
Blue mood lighting.
Arctic White will never die.
I even got the little thing to roll down the window on the other side.
Yeah.
Little handle.
What drive are you going to put in there?
I got to find
Right.
something a little smaller than my mini tank that I have. And now all the lights
Oh,
are
you
flashing
should-
because I'm not hitting the gas.
Oh, yeah.
I think you should put
So
yourself.
they
in
flash
there.
if you don't go, huh?
Yeah, once you start going forward again, they should stop.
Let's see the front lights.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I like those lights, the way you color them.
Those are nice and bright.
Yeah.
See, they just stopped flashing now.
Hey Frank, it sounds like it's got decent torque. It sounds like it's got decent torque.
Yeah. Well, it's just got the silver can, the Tamiya.
So how are those 3D wheels? They all right?
I haven't tried them out on the floor yet, but they're
So you
hard,
haven't,
very hard plastic.
you haven't driven that at all.
It's the ABS. No, I haven't put it on
so
the floor.
they're ABS plastic, are they?
Yeah, those tires are ABS plastic they put on for
ABS,
drifting.
yeah.
So just for drifting.
So you stop it, and then you hit it. It wants to go.
Is it two-wheel drive?
He made it two-wheel drive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it is two-wheel drive.
Hey, did you
drift
put
it. Take it out and drift it.
Send it.
Drift it.
Yeah, so
Drift it. There's way too much junk here, man. There's way too much junk. There's no place to drift from here.
Did you put a 3S in there? That's why it sounds
that was
so
just
loud.
2S. It's got a, can't remember which kind of ESC in there, but I don't think it can handle 3S. I probably could. What kind of ESC do I have in there? No, 2S LiPo input. No, it only goes up to 2S. It's one of those red
Well, that's
ESCs.
unfortunate.
Hey?
That's not a Dynamite?
Yeah, I think it is Dynamite.
Yeah, they'll take a 3S.
Oh, yeah?
Even though it says it doesn't?
If it doesn't, I know where to go get a new one, eh? At the hobby store.
That's the one that has crawler mode on it?
I'm not sure. No, I don't think it has crawler mode. It has reverse on off and LiPo and NIM.
Rich, have a good night, mate. Stay safe.
Yeah, it may not take a 3S then.
But it doesn't need 3S. It's gonna slide anyways, so.
Nah, what's the point putting a 3S in that? It's drifting.
No reason.
You don't need the 3S for drifting.
Too fast doesn't mean a lot of fun. You can have fun even though it's not fun.
No, you don't need to. Just put an impact in it. It's good enough. When I drifted my TT01, the STI, I just put an impact in it. That's fine.
Yeah,
that's fine, mate. Stickies is gone.
Yeah, those rims are nice. They're from GCM Racing. They're the new rims that he's got. There's a lot of
getting those Simpsons, whatever that.
There's different inserts that you can actually put in there, so it's actually sweet. What's that, Brad?
The Sinjins, the ones, those Japanese ones. You were thinking of getting those?
Oh, the one we were talking about yesterday?
Yes.
Yeah, those are, yeah, they're different. And then you can play with the offset. It's kind of cool.
Who's doing that now?
Me.
See you later, Stickies. I guess Stickies is leaving.
What's Critter working on? Jake, what are you working on?
Trail Critter, what are you working on?
Wake up, Jake.
On your sons?
Oh, sorry.
He's in dreamland.
No, I am cutting out all the signs that Element sends in their box.
Aha.
So I'm gonna put them in my crawler course since I'm stuck at home. Like stop signs and
cool.
falling rocks and
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So figured weather's nice. As we'll do the crawler course.
Why not?
I would take one. I would put that stop sign and put it by your road and see if actually real car stops.
Jake, I can't even hold the pen, mate.
Every time Brad brought up to my, I can just hold it up.
That's true.
Oh, God, it looks like that. Looks like someone's been shooting at the sign too on it.
Yeah, it has bullet holes.
Like I got bullet holes. Yeah, it's bullet holes.
Yeah. I also got a dumpster to cut out. Garbage can.
There's a lot of thing in my box, eh?
Yeah, this is only the builder's kit, so it's a get a
You
lot.
need you need one of those signs with a kangaroo on it.
No,
And that's out of what? Which box?
Kangaroos jumping across the road.
Builder's kit. The builder's kit of the
Enduro.
Enduro.
I never noticed.
Yeah.
What's a
Kagan's a machine, Dre, mate. He's a machine. Look at him. Look at the way he's riding there. He's a machine, mate.
Kagan's writing with his marker.
Yeah. Like
You're only going to make it dirty, Kagan.
I can't even hold a pen, mate. He's doing that.
So what is Canada's?
Show that tire.
What is Canada's?
Let's have a look, Kagan.
Oh, he's painting the. He's painting the
Nice.
The riding.
Nice.
Yeah, pretty cool, mate. Good job.
And he's doing both side.
Tip top.
He's doing both side, even though one's going to be on the inside.
Yeah, they're cool wheels too.
So, what's a prominent animal in Canada that he could put on the side of his vehicle, or whatever it is?
A beaver.
Beaver or pronghorn, because they share pronghorns with me, or caribou.
Well, he's got enough beavers there cutting down trees.
Moose. Moose. He could put a moose. Yes, a moose.
I actually melted my pad.
Tighten your bra straps.
You can see the melt.
Yeah, you can see it.
Yep.
I've melted my pad where the car was actually doing a burnout. So it's right there.
I was going to say, was it that or was it you doing the styrene?
No, it's the car was actually wanted to drift. It wanted to go. So it was doing a burnout. It actually started burning the rubber here.
I'm surprised it didn't smell when it was doing that.
Yeah. So it was pretty cool.
Did you read Kevin Gibbs' comment, Jake?
I did not know. I'm horrible. I'm not even paying attention.
I've got some that say tighten your bra straps. I'll PM the pic and you can print it, Jake.
All right, man. Send it over. I don't know. We got this guy.
Oh.
Yeti.
Yeah, Mr. Yeti guy.
Yeti or Sasquatch.
Yeah, or Bigfoot. Sasquatch or Bigfoot.
King at hide and seek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else we got here?
Frank, I need to send you a set of drift tires.
Don't send him nothing. Don't give him handouts. Let him buy him.
Jack is being jealous again. Jack is being jealous.
Well, jealous for what?
Well, you're telling people not to send me anything. People never send me anything. I never get anything.
Oh, yeah. Really?
Just kidding.
Did you get 3 RCs recently?
That was last month. I didn't get nothing this month.
There we go. Look at this bloke.
Has anybody heard?
Fakest laughing RC just pops out of nowhere.
Now I actually can say nobody sends me anything.
There you go. Well, what do you have in front of you, beside you, that blue thing there?
That's not mine.
No, but you have it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay. Anybody want to see? Who wants to see the SCX-10 in details?
Has he got
one
it?
here live.
He's got it. Well, put it up, Sean. Go on. Show everyone.
My great
actually a big
hobbies.
vehicle.
My great hobbies wouldn't let me touch it.
And what?
They wouldn't let me touch it. I could take pictures of it, but they wouldn't let anyone touch it.
What?
Is that what she said?
That's
Yeah.
all right. That's okay.
The only thing I hate is the body pins. I hate them.
A little tough to get out.
Yeah.
Fake laugh for Frank.
Yeah, because I'm giving him.
Thank you very much, Tony.
I'm giving him a hard time with his fake laugh, and he's actually trying to sound like Aaron. That's what's making me laugh. It's making me laugh a lot. I actually told that to him one day. He's trying to do an impersonation, Tony.
Hey, Sean, could you replace those body pins with magnets?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should be able to.
I'm all about the magnets now. That's how I got mine on my TRX4.
Are you using the hollow one like I showed you?
Yeah. I actually used your video to.
Yes,
Yeah.
the body posts are right here, but you have to physically go underneath the bumper. And if the body clip's a little bit crooked, it jams itself and forget about it. That's you can't remove it.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking of doing the magnets and just dropping it on.
And there's one thing I did wrong, and when I did my first video, I did not know it has a two speed in it. It actually goes right here.
Yeah.
And then you have the locker right here.
Yeah, the dig.
But yeah, I didn't know. I was sure it did not had a 2-speed, and until somebody pointed out at me, and then I looked at it, and I went, "Oh shit! Okay, nice."
How are
Does it have
those
the G
wheels
on
on
it?
there, Sean?
What, Jake?
How are the Jack? How are those wheels on there? Are they all right?
They're not
The
bad.
wheels?
Seriously, they're not bead locks. I think they're glued.
No, no,
And
they're
Yeah.
plastic bead locks. They are bead locks.
Are
Yeah.
they?
Yeah,
Yeah,
be
the screws are inside.
yeah, look
Rebar
at
bead
it.
lock.
Yeah, they are.
I think you do it from behind.
I don't think
That's
you'll
what she
see
said.
them on the video here.
So they're plastic bead locked.
Yeah, plastic
Yeah,
bead
you
locks.
want to be. I don't have enough lighting in the place to be able to see
Uh-huh.
it.
It's
But they
basically
are,
a
yeah.
Yeah.
three-piece plastic bead lock.
Hey, Sean, where's your cat? I see you got something there for a cat.
Oh,
Yeah,
How
I
do
see,
you think
Drake.
those portals hold up
Yeah.
compared to the Traxxas?
We'll see. We'll find out how they are. They look nice. I didn't open one yet. I wanted to wait a bit before tearing down this truck, but yeah,
Oh,
They
you
look-
got a couple of weeks to put it back together. Go for it.
that's for sure. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Hmm.
That's interesting.
Now, I wonder what kind of foam comes with it. Is it a 2-stage foam or a single-stage foam?
Single stage. They're soft.
Okay. Take
They're
a
really
drill, take
soft,
it
are
apart.
they?
Take a drill, take it apart. Come on. You can do it.
And then
There we
send
go.
You're making the guy work here, mate.
Oh, heck yeah. You wanted to be on my show, now I'm making work now.
Yeah, but now he doesn't know if it has a dig system in it.
This is what happens when the truck gets at the store before time and you decide to make a video without researching it.
Dave, I see Dre wants to know what are these going to sell for.
So while Sean is taking the tire apart, we're going to get Jack to play us a tune on his guitar.
No, you're not.
Oh, okay, no, we're not.
I'm not. No, I'm not. How can I play? Well, I can't plug it in.
69, I think.
We're going to get Brad to take off his shoes and see if his feet hums, just like Sean was saying.
Oh, God. I don't even know what
No,
that
but-
means.
Dre. Yeah, I'll
There's
play on
Dre.
your live stream, Dre, but not plugged in though.
How many screws in this thing?
SCX.
Five?
SCX
It looked like there
live
was five of them.
autopsy.
It looked like there was 5 of them.
Play something distinctly
Yeah.
copyrighted. Yeah, no worries, Tony. Tank will freaking kill me.
Yeah, that truck is going to be $369 US. It's a little bit more Canadian.
Nine, is it?
Yeah, it's around 5 something Canadian.
So it's about
It's
600
on the
here.
Great Hudson site there, Frank.
On Great Hobby site, yeah.
Yeah,
Devil wants to you, Dre, mate.
569 or 549, something like that.
There's other trucks I want to buy before that one, but it is on my list.
Well, I'm starting to see the SCX3 pop up everywhere on the internet.
Oh, yeah.
I want to know
The
how
biggest news in crawling right now. So
how it does against TRX4. Really.
Yeah,
Right.
but it does not have locking diffs like the
Yes, it does.
TRX4. So
yes, it does.
what's fun with Chris from GCM Racing, the reason he loves the TRX4. Oh, there's a phone. Hold on.
Yep.
Just a normal black foam.
Yeah, it's a black foam.
Yeah, I got those.
Those will retain water if you do get them wet, if ever you drill your rims.
But the physical rim inside, they're not, they're still decent.
Okay.
You
Cool.
think,
Got
you
the
know, for a truck
center ring
like
and the
that,
two caps.
wouldn't you think they'd bring something like an alloy wheel or something?
Oh, I'm sure you'll be able to fit alloy wheels to that.
No, but I'm saying with the kit, because it's to me it's an expensive kit. You think they'd, make alloy wheels
Offer.
now for them?
You would think they'd offer an all alloy wheel with it.
No, they got to save money somewhere, Jack.
Yeah,
They're going to sell you the
Yeah,
cheapest
but-
thing for a good
Plastic
price.
is plastic. I understand that, but you think with the kits that they bring out these days and the prices of them, why wouldn't they do alloy wheels or metal wheels?
Because
or
they'd
whatever?
rather sell you a hop-up piece and make money
Yeah.
out of the hop-ups.
Yeah, true.
Now, Frank, I don't know if you noticed behind here where my G6 is my Mac. I don't know if you can see what it is.
You got a lift, a car lift.
Yeah, RC four-wheel drive.
That's the one that goes up and down with the motor?
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Brett, I hear Brett.
That's on
Yeah,
loan
the
for
first
one of
one.
my friends right now.
I did get one from Chris from GCM Racing, but it's a gray one, but it doesn't go up with a motor. You have to set it.
I don't understand. So the motor goes up and down with it?
Yeah, the lift itself goes up and down. I'll go grab it. Give me a
The
second.
car lift goes up and down with a motor.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. It's a lift like you'd have you're working on a car.
The 2-post lift.
Yeah.
Wow.
What's its maximum weight it takes?
I think it's around 12 pounds. You can
12
take up to.
pounds.
Well, you can certainly put a max on it, but not an X max.
Oh no, it's not wide enough to be able to put it.
There it goes, going up. So what's
Not
on
super
it right now?
Sick, man.
It's not super fast, but yeah, but at least yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
Would it hold a max?
No, doesn't
Oh.
even fit a max in between it. If you take the RX4, I put the X4, but the XCX3, and there's not much width left on both sides.
No, it's a 1/10. The truck fits on it, so that's not bad.
I thought the max chassis could fit without the body on it, couldn't it? The max chassis.
Yeah,
It
but
might
it's not
fit. It
meant-
might fit. It's gonna be tight.
Okay.
It's not meant for that. It won't look good. People that buy that wants it to look scale. So you're
Yep.
not going to put a max on it or an X max.
I was hoping to hear the click like the ones they use. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
Click.
safety.
Yeah, that they raise actual cars.
When my buddy brought it to the shop, to Great Hobbies, and I showed one client, he's waiting for the click. I said, no, there's no click on this guy.
Yeah, it is metal, right, Sean?
Yeah, it's fully metal. Runs on the LiPo 2 cell.
Okay.
What's the
So
price tag?
I think it's around close to 4 to 5 Canadian. It's been a while
Oh,
since
wow.
last. Yeah, it's not cheap. Really not cheap.
Whoa.
Wow, you can buy a
nothing-
nice
nothing
RC
out
car
of
for
there.
that.
Yeah.
Nothing out of that place is cheap, to be honest.
RC four-wheel drive, no, there's nothing cheap,
Nothing
but
cheap
it's
out of there.
it's great
Nothing.
stuff. Seriously,
Yeah,
great
yeah,
stuff.
yeah. But nothing's cheap from there.
The only one who beats them in expense is the Capos, right?
No, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I got this one from Dixieland RC. So
Nice.
that's the one I got.
That motorized too, Frank?
No, that one is not motorized. You set it and you put a pin, and then you set the other side, you put a pin, and then you put your car on.
$50 US.
But this is $75
Wow.
US.
Sean's got a question. Dave's asking, what motors are in that?
On what? On the lift?
Yeah.
The two brush motors on both sides are physically independent. There's 2 pins on each post. If let's say
Like
one goes
540
high.
kit?
Oh no. I think 370.
370, are they? There you go, Dave.
I can see somebody putting a brushless system on there
Oh God.
and make it go fast.
You know what they should do?
Fastest lift in the West.
Yeah.
You know what they should do? They should maybe make a pneumatic system for it, which is like the ones in real life.
You probably could do it.
Yeah, but that defeats the purpose of it being scaled in, like the real thing, like the one
Yeah.
for one, because they go
Yeah.
slow. Why would you want it to go real fast? No, it's Dave.
I was talking about an air system, which would still go slow.
No, someone didn't Tank say that about putting the brushes.
Oh, someone else said that, not me. You'd be throwing that car up in the air and it fly up into the ceiling.
Kagan, you done your wheels, mate?
Yep.
Yeah, we'll put them up. Let's have a look. It will take me a whole day to do what you just did in about 30 minutes.
What are those 1.9s?
Can you put Kagan up, Tank?
The what?
Put Kagan up, showcase Kagan.
Okay, hold on.
Are they 1.9s?
Yeah.
Awesome, man. That's top job, top notch.
Wow, why the heck did the video go so small all of a sudden?
I don't know.
Yeah, who knows? Glitches all over the joint.
Do you do that to all your tires, Kagan?
No, just scale trucks. The first time I take them out, sometime, but I've only done it to 2 sets of tires.
You know those a couple of the KO show 2-wheel drives like the Tomahawk and the Scorpion. They have those big rear tires on it, and the front ones are smaller, but they have that lifted area that says Goodyear on it. Looks really cool on them. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, yeah, it's way easier if the letters are elevated.
Yeah, but those vehicle, I mean, the Tomahawk is definitely looks very scale.
So this kit is pretty cool. It's got all metal parts. Every little parts is metal that you get with it. You do have an arm that goes on each side. One is shorter than the other one, just like a real lift. So, and then you just set it where you want it to come out, and then you put your car on it.
That's what I was going to ask you.
And then this just sits in there, and you push this, and just a gravity keeps everything there.
I like it. The physical arm looks very scale.
Yeah, they do look very scale, the arms, and it's pretty well made too. It's all metal. It's all pre-painted. The only thing you have to do is put it together. So it's pretty neat little thing. But before I put it together, I got to pay for it. It's not paid yet, so I can't really put it together.
I thought you paid for it already.
Yeah, I got to pay for it.
But you did have something given to you.
Well, it was given to me, but I do have to pay for it.
Frank, when Denali, when they had that thing where they on his birthday, you got a free vehicle from that.
Yeah, Steve O'D's birthday. Yeah, I won a truck.
What happened?
Dave is saying, but does it hold pizza? We're all thinking.
Where's Denali? I haven't heard about him in a while.
I saw him on a couple streams a while back. I saw it on Steve O's, and I think I saw him on Tony's stream. Last time I saw him on Tony's. Last week, this week. Yeah, on the video image or in my scale garage, that's where I'm going to take some pictures. So, and I'm going to try to do some Mr. Bean thing or Mr. Bean mishap. You know, Mr. Bean, he usually does screw ups. So,
is that guy still alive? I heard he was dead.
Mr. Bean's
still alive.
No, he's still there.
He's not dead.
Don't start any rumors there.
Is he? What did he get sick? Because I saw.
Yeah,
No, I don't think he's got corona.
Corona.
No, I wasn't talking. I thought he was sick from something else.
Every time he sees Frank, he has a pizza in his hand. That's because you see me at work. That's when I go on his live stream, I'm at work.
He lives on pizzas, Dave. You know that. It's the same thing when he used to carry me from work. All he used to do was eat pizzas, mate.
Who's saying that, Frank? You're always eating pizza?
No, I'm not. I'm work. I am.
That's what I meant. You're always eating pizza at work.
Not all the time, but it's the easiest thing to eat.
Yeah, you know what? You should just one day because people are making a rumor about you always eating pizza. You should just one day come up, hey, here's a corned beef sandwich. Corned beef sandwich.
You go to the grocery store and you buy a pizza. It's well, it's kind of not a personal size, but it's good enough for two. But
chuck it in the microwave, yeah.
Yeah, you put that in the microwave, or we have a toaster oven upstairs. I put that in there and cooks for 15 minutes. I go upstairs, pick it up, go to my office, and I eat it. It's $2.50 at the grocery store. Like that's the cheapest lunch I ever got.
You could get a sub, a little sub.
A submarine, you're looking at $10. So this is
depends on how big it is.
Yeah.
You just need to mix it up to throw people off one day.
He's a growing lad. No, I think I've finished growing. The only way I'm growing is my stomach growing, but I've lost a lot of weight lately, so not bad.
I agree. Propaganda.
Surprised he's not in the video stream today. Propaganda.
It doesn't come on lives anymore.
Why?
He just doesn't want to. He wants to stay in the chat.
That's his right.
Choice. That's his choice.
I didn't know he decided to do that, is what I meant.
No.
Frank already got a foot long. I told you not to tell anybody. Keep that quiet. That's between you and me.
Who said that?
Too much info.
Exactly.
RC Dree.
That's good bloke, Dave.
Losing weight prevents COVID.
Nobody can reverse diabetes.
RC Propaganda says, I like to talk in the chat. I can a little intense on video.
I get a little intense. I think that's what
he gets a little intense, or just it's intense in general.
I don't know.
He's saying that he gets a little intense.
Yeah.
Oh, he does.
Hey, Frank, come back just to me.
Come back to you. Okay, I'm on my way. There you go.
I'm not sure if you can really see it.
Oh, he took apart the portal.
No.
Didn't take it apart. I just removed the tire. Cool.
It's gonna be interesting seeing TRX4 and that go side by side.
I want to order a set and put on my SCX-10 too.
You watch. They're gonna make an SCX-10 3 6-wheel drive too. You watch.
They're not like Traxxas.
Well, there's already an axle 6-wheel drive. Why wouldn't they do it with third?
Yeah, well, that's a Unimog though.
I do agree with you, but did you calculate how many TRX4 version does exist on an existing or something like that right now?
They were coming out with 2 every year almost, I think. 2 or 3.
I think there's 14 version.
14 different version of a TRX4?
Pretty much. Or different names too, but it's still 14 versions.
Well, I've seen pictures of some people. They have like 4 different ones. They're all TRX4, but they all got different bodies, and it's 4 of them.
And then they go into the TRX6 after that.
Correct. Now, what Traxxas should have done is turn around, made TRX4 Bronco, but you just flip the body. You don't need to turn around and change the inner fenders, things like that. You just basically buy a chassis. Then you have your choice of bodies or whatever. That's what they should have done instead. Brand new chassis, not even a brand new modified chassis to make this vehicle work.
Speaking of which, Axial did that with the SCX-24 line. I don't know if people know that.
That's gotten very popular too. The
SCX-24, yeah.
The Deadbolt has different lengths than the Jeep.
A lot of, believe it or not, a lot of the cars coming out in that type of class are having a stock. They're coming with a lot of adjustability in the wheelbase if you want.
I'm going to take off, guys. Have a good weekend. Stay safe.
Bye, Jack.
See you.
Thanks, Jack.
Take care, Jack.
Thank you,
no worries.
Jack.
Good to see you, Sean. No worries. See you, guys.
RC
Okay.
Propaganda saying, well,
Very good.
Traxxas does know how to make money. That's for sure.
I know how to make a lot
Yeah.
of money.
I'm surprised he left so early.
Which version do you have, Trail Critter, of the 24?
The Deadbolt. This is my daughter's truck. And we were in the hobby store a few weeks back. She wanted the Jeep body.
That's what I have here too.
I knew that the mounting was different, so I bought the mount for it. But I didn't realize is the links are actually different. You can see.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
look at that. Yeah.
So you're gonna have to bring in the links to
The
bring it
big
in more.
difference. Or no, well, if you just move the body backward, it should fit.
You can't though, because of the hinge.
So in other
Yeah.
words, you're gonna have to fix the links to make them shorter.
I just ordered the Jeep links. They're only like $10.
Okay.
Because
I
I
didn't
have
know.
one. I have one here, and it's going to be modified with an external speed control instead of being all in one.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Is there gonna be a little brushless motor in there?
no brushed.
Not it doesn't need brushless, Brad. Just because brushless exist doesn't mean you need to put it in everything.
Even though people do make them stock with that.
Sure. But the only one that does it right now is Red Cat.
Yep.
I see a lot of people walk in the shop and basically, I want brushless, I want brushless, I want brushless. It's like, okay, don't go crazy here, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
brushless. Be the line,
Brushless
though.
Yeah.
The brushless is just smooth. It's just real smooth and doesn't.
No, I do agree with you, Brad. But in the past, anybody walked in the store asking me for a crawler, is it brushless? No, it's brushed. And I said, if you want a good experience, go brushed and don't ask any question. Oh yeah.
You
But
want to.
for the first time this year, my XCX 2 that I have, it is brushless. I'm trying it, and it is awesome. It is fun. It's super slow, super smooth and slow. But I still have I don't know how you say it exactly, but a love for brushed.
Mm-hmm.
What I missed from the brushes when I was back in the hobby back in the days, I missed the ones that you can change the timing on the end bells. You got different. You could go with the turns, but you could also have different winds with those
but
turns. I wish
the
they'd
mo-
do that.
The motor that Trail Critter has right now, you can do that too. We carry them too now, and they're awesome motors. Believe it or not, for Team Associated.
It actually has a KV rating on it. So
Yeah, 1850 kV.
yeah.
Yeah,
This is
and it's a brush motor.
Yeah, it's probably closest a brush motor will get to brushless. Like the smoothness.
Oh yeah.
It's
Yeah.
so smooth. Like a lot of people think that my Element has a brushless motor in it, but it doesn't.
So I'm wondering something about the brushed motor that you have there. There's also something they do to it, like they do with poles with brushless. There's something that they do with the brush to make them smoother, something along the lines of the poles that go a different type amount of poles with the brushless.
Yeah, that's a 5 slot, I believe.
Yeah, it's a slot. They deal with the slots. But I would love to see more of the 35, the stock motors that have an end bell that's 35 degrees already. That stays that way. They used to make them that way. They call them outlaw stocks. And then they had like you could get a 15 turn winds, like 6 winds on it. It changes the torque and top end. I just wish they would make those motors again. Those I miss.
You can do that to an extent to that motor.
Well, I know Holmes. I know Holmes said he could make a motor like that for someone for a special order. He could do that.
Yeah, there's just not a demand for them.
But I miss those.
Well,
yeah, because
but
you know, with you guys liking the brushed motors for your crawlers, it'd be nice to actually have different winds if you want for them too.
Depends what you're doing.
Yeah.
There's single winds, two winds, 3 winds, 4 winds, quad, quint, all that stuff. Sept is 6.
And the other reason a lot of people will go for brushed instead for crawler instead of brushless is price wise.
Yeah.
Like the system I have in mind right now, it is 300 Canadian. It's a lot of dough.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, these are only $40.
But if you guys have been in the hobby long enough to understand where I'm coming from, because if you've been in the hobby a long time or been in the past, you know about those motors.
No, I do agree with you, Brad. But it's yeah, time evolving. I guess I don't know.
Well, it's just like some people are saying, it's less maintenance for brushless and all that, and the motor breaks less often. Well, I've burnt a couple brushed motor in my time, but
So have I.
$15-20 to replace it. Like, it's cheap to replace a motor.
And-
Compared
and
to
the-
brushless, it's a heck of a lot more expensive.
And you get several for like a few couple of dollars. You get several either copper brushed or silver brushed. And people like silver because it
Mm.
conducts better. You know, up down brushes, low lay down, up down, up lay down, that type of stuff. They all work differently if they have up or lay down.
Mm-hmm. Yep. There's a bunch of different ones, that's for sure. Well, guys, it's 11:27. We're gonna start the round table to say good night to everybody. A lot of people in the chat are leaving anyways, so let's start with John Martin.
Good time, good chat. See you guys tomorrow night, and thanks for having us, Air Tank.
Nice, Pink.
Trail Critter RC.
Thanks for having me, Tank. And we'll see you tomorrow night on Steve-O's.
Yeah, we'll see you later. Sean.
Thank you for having me, and let's try to for next time. I'll try to come back too.
Cool. Thank you very much. Green Frog RC.
Had a good time again, Frank. Appreciate the invite. Good time chatting with everybody.
Thank you very much. And we'll keep the best for the last. Brad Kalman.
Fun as always, guys.
Thank you very much. And like I said, we'll keep the best for the last, and that's me. And not Brad, the guy before.
You say I'm second to the last.
Anyways, guys, thank you very much. Thanks for stopping by, and don't forget to leave a thumbs up and leave a comment below to see if you want to talk about something or if you want to chat about something. I'm open, and if you want to chat about any of the cars I got here, go for it. Or if you have different questions, go for it. That's what we're here for. We're here to help out some people. So we'll talk to you guys later.